Hello, I'm gonna do a Gishki deck update again. I changed it a little bit, and yeah, I think I'll do a little bit more explaining. So here we go. 2 Soul Ogre, 2800 attack, 2800 defense. Discard 1 Gishki monster from your hand to the graveyard to select one face-up card your opponent controls. Send it, shuffle it into the deck. So Ixie monsters, this card completely destroys like Zen mains. Face-up cards like other monsters, Stardust, Royal Decree, and yeah. Mind August at 2. I'm thinking about running 3 Soul Ogre and 1 Mind August, but I don't have a third one, and I haven't play tested it, so yeah. 2500 attack, 2000 defense. When he's ritual summoned, shuffle 5 cards in any graveyard back to the deck, and yeah. This is pretty much Pot of Avarice, but this card can also target spell and traps like Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, etc. One Gore is pretty self-explainable. I've won some games with him, so he is a good card. And 2700 attack, 29 if your opponent runs Dark Worlds and they get the field spell out. 1 effect Valor, screws with windups, same with Insectors. Yep. And also Dino Rabbits. Deep Sea Diva engine, 2 Deep Sea Diva, 1 Lost Blue Breaker. Lost Blue Breaker, if there's another face-up Sea Serpent, Aqua, or Fish type monster, you contribute it to destroy 1 spell or trap on the field. So, spell and trap destruction. You can also replace Lost Blue Breaker if you don't have one with, like, what is it? Mermaid Archer, Spine Gillman to pump up other people's attacks, but I'd probably recommend Mermaid Archer if you have it, because if you don't want to like go into Gotchi, or if you don't want to synchro into 5, you can just equip Diva into god dang it, Mermaid Archer, and you have a 2000 attack beat stick who has to be destroyed twice. Deep Sea Diva, when she's normal summon, special summon 1 level 3 or lower Sea Serpent type monster, so you can special summon another Diva, go into Gotcha, or you can special summon Lost Blue Breaker and go into a 5 like Catastor, TG Hyper Librarian, and Gishlodon. The Searchers of the deck, the non-Gishki Searcher, mind you, the 10,000 hands. When he's normal summoned or flip summoned, you can add 1 ritual monster or 1 ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. He's just a faster searcher than Gishki Aerial. It would be awesomer if he had more attack and defense. Like, if he had 1800 attack, I'd run this guy all day over Aerial. But Aerial has that 1800 defense, which is nice. And Aerial can search for any other Gishki, so she's not limited to just the ritual monsters and spell cards like he is. The girl I was just talking about, Aerial, when she's flipped, so if she's destroyed by battle, you can flip her on your turn or whatever. You can add 1 Gishki monster, so you can add any Gishki monster, any ritual monster, Beast, Abyss, Chain, Shadow, anything that you want, pretty much, that has Gishki in the name, except for Aquamir. And Abyss, when he's summoned, so normal summon, flip summon, special summon, doesn't matter with him. You can add 1 Gishki monster that has 1,000 or less defense from your deck to your hand. The only targets this guy can't do is Aerial and Chain, and he's coming up. So yeah. Also, you can like summon him with Water Hazard and get his effect off. Monster Reborn, Call the Haunted, whatever. Those are the searchers, or main searchers at least. 2 Gishki Chain, pretty much, just fucking amazing. 1800 attack, it's nice basic attack. The beefiest Gishki monster with attack that isn't a ritual out right now, I believe. And usually with high attack, the monster doesn't have an effect or their effect sucks or whatever, but his is amazing. He's like Pot of Duality, except the only cards that you can add from the top 3 cards that you pick up are Gishki Ritual Monsters and Gishki Ritual Spell cards. So normal summon, pick up the top 3, don't show your opponent, add 1 ritual spell or 1 ritual monsters, and replace the order of the rest of the 2 on top of your deck in any order that you want, without showing your opponent or shuffling the deck, whatever. Also, if you don't have a ritual spell card or a ritual monster, you can still replace the order in any way that you want. So you can just set up for next turn, which is amazing. Also, you could run Gishki Diviner and in the Deep Sea Diva combo, and you could just set it up and use Gishki Diviner's effect to pick up the card that you just saw with Chain's effect. So yeah. Next. Yeah, can't pick them up. 3, Gishki Shadow, one of the best Gishkis right now. Discard to the graveyard, add a ritual spell card from your deck to your hand, and he can be used as the entire ritual tribute, which is awesome in this archetype because unlike most other rituals, you need the exact stars to ritual summon, which kinda sucks, but it's whatever. For the Beast engine, I guess you could call it Beast XZ and Beast Synchro engine, 3 Gishki Beast and 2 Birdman. See, God, you could do so many combos with just these 2 cards in your hand. For one, Beast is amazing at XZ summoning. You can XZ into 4 with just him and Shadow in your hand. Throw away Shadow to get a ritual spell, normal summon, special summon Shadow. You can either use him for the ritual and have a 1500 attack on the field, or you can XZ into 4 and have a 2500 attack beater, or whatever your preference is for level 4s. Also, Gen X Ally Birdman, Gishki, Beast, and Shadow make an amazing combo. Let's say you have a ritual monster, Gishki, Gen X Ally Birdman, Beast, and Shadow in your hand. Ditch Shadow, add the ritual spell, normal summon Beast, add Shadow back, normal summon him, special summon Shadow back, add Shadow back to the hand with Gen X Ally Birdman's effect, and synchro into 7, and you can put down the synchro monster, or the ritual monster that you just set up for. So you can synchro into 7 with Birdman, you can synchro into 6 with Diva, you can synchro into 5 with Gishki, Abyss, and yeah, amazing. And also I put him down to 2 because I saw him a lot more than I thought that I should. And sometimes I'd just rather have another Gishki monster than the Shadow that was in my, or Gen X Ally Birdman that's in my hand. The next spell cards, Ritual spell card, the only one out right now, but I don't think I'd run the other ones because they're not that great in my eyes. Gishki Aquamirror. Gishki Aquamirror has a second effect that lets you add a ritual monster in your graveyard back to your hand while this card's in the graveyard, and with adding the ritual monster back to the hand, you shuffle this into the deck. So it's probably the most broken ritual spell card out right now. Next, 2 Salvage for like the non-staples, 2 Salvage and Water Hazard. Salvage is monstrously broken in this deck. Most Gishki monsters are 1500 and less attack, except for Chain. I don't think he's your only target in this deck that's a water monster that you can't pick up with Salvage. I want to say that's true, but don't quote me on that. Anyway. yeah, just pick up 2 1500 or less attack water monsters from your graveyard. Water Hazard, Valhalla, special summon a level 4 or lower water monster from your hand when you have no monsters. I hate my dogs. Book of the Moon, MST, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, and Monster Reborn for staples. Use them in any deck, whatever. Solemn Brigade for traps. 2 Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment. Solemn Judgment pretty much negates anything for half your life points, and Solemn Warning negates pretty much any summon except for probably the God cards, but whatever. For 2,000 life points. Next, Deep Prison, Torrential, Compulse, Mirror Force, and Safe Zone. Safe Zone's awesome. Safe Zone can destroy your opponent's monsters and keep your monsters safe. Equip it to your monster, can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. If your opponent blind MSTs this with a face-up attack position monster on the field, or Heavy Storms with like Grapha on the field or whatever, equip this to Grapha. When this card is destroyed while it's equipped to the monster is destroyed with it. So yeah. Extra deck, Gotchi, Diva plays, and Abyss can also get him out, but like Abyss and Diva, but yeah. One Zen main. Zen mains can just abuse Aerial, which is awesome. Just Ixie him, flip Aerial back down, search again. Just awesome. Broken shit. The Utopias, 239 and 1 C39. You don't have to run C39, it's just, if you run 39, I'd recommend running C39, because if you can get him out with like 1,000 or less life points, he's a good card, and whatever, but yeah. And also, you can overlay him on top of Utopia when you've exhausted all of Utopia's material so that he isn't just destroyed, which is also another thing that you can use him for. 1 Catastor, 1 Gishlodon, and 1 TG Hyper Librarian. Pretty much Diva and Lost Blue Breaker. You can get them out by other ways, but that's mainly how you get these guys out. Those are level 5s, level 6s, Staple, Brio, Flamboyant Quasis, great level 6 Piercer, Gangster Ranger attack each time he deals battle damage, which is awesome. And Orient Dragon, if your opponent's Synchro Heavy, you can just pop them back into the extra deck. 2300 attack, not bad. Next, level 7s, Black Rose, Staple level 7. He's pretty much Staple if you run the Beast Birdman engine. Or I don't even know if you can call that an engine. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Whatever. And Z-Man. Z-Man's pretty much tech. If your opponent's back row heavy, fun as hell to poke with him. Just 25, 25, 25, 25. It pisses off your opponent pretty much. Keeps your monster safe. No more Deep Prison, Mirror Force, anything else like that. Just awesome. And level 8 Stardust. It's probably rare to get Stardust out in this deck. I actually might side in or put in main Starlight Road, because I see a lot of people just heavying Storm blindly, just a fucking heavy Storm, and it's like, oh well, thanks for the Stardust. So yeah, I might do that. That's the deck profile. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and